Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Monifactory. Okay, so here we are today, episode 83. And last episode, we were working on the raw growth medium, and we gotten a fair bit of progress, and I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, we were working on the stiff, and we ran out of time, but we got to the gelled mixture process here. And I'm wondering why this isn't. Did we run out of space? Or what's going on here? Oh, okay. Let's go take care of that real quick, shall we? Okay. Now, I know I probably have diluted sulfuric acid in some other cell, but we're going to work on giving dedicated cells from now on. Now that we have the means to do all that. Well, you know craft? There you go. Okay, put that there. Oh, okay, never mind. We're fine. We're good. Let's see, put you in there. There you are. And are you gonna get yanked out? Are we not processing the diluted sulfuric acid anywhere? Did I possibly... That? We have 8,000. Oh god, we're not even reprocessing that, are we? Okay, well, that's a note to myself for later. Okay. Back to what we were doing, though. Let's go back to the clean room. I did make the vibrant jetpack off camera. I don't know if I showed that off or not yet. So I can zoom around much better. All right, so that's going again. Now we have about, a measly 23,000 dust of gelatin. So we are laughing. Right, so what we need to do now is we're going to need an autoclave with the gelatin and distilled water, and that's going to give us the agar. So I should have the autoclave. Yes, I do. All right, and we're going to plop you down there, and yeah, I guess we'll just do like this. Boop, boop. Okay, so K-ball, you take the gelatin dust with that high number. Oh, and of course we got, oops, import. Wait, did I? Oh, right, we need the water. Yeah, I guess we'll keep it on that side. And then I'm going to need a regulator. And wait, I don't think I need filtered, right? Correct. Right, so we're going to do boop, and boop, and boop. Now with the gelatin, what was it, distilled water? Yeah, distilled water and a bucket of that. Distilled water. Import, keep exact. Huzzah! Okay, so now we are getting the agar spat back out. Yay! Of course, this is just the beginning. We're going to need a lot more of that stuff. But thankfully, we can get about a bucket worth per each agar / calcium, mincemeat, and so on and so forth. Okay, so mixer, we're going to need a U. And we're going to put you there. Now we're going to need a robot arm, of course. We're going to need a face. We're going to need a filter, and we're going to need to get a fluid cell ready for the growth medium. All right, so agar, salt. I got so many salts. Calcium. calcium as phosphide, calcite, calcium chloride. There we go. And mince meat, if I'm not mistaken. Calcium, salt, mince, agar. Good. All right. Come over here, insert, import, keep exact, and make that all to 4. Okay, doke. And now I gotta do that all over again. Probably don't want the dust on there. Rock salt, salt. Calcium. Do we not have saltpeter? Ew. We have a lot of salt ore. So I'm probably gonna have to get this a super high priority so that it puts all the salt in here first. And agar. Cool. Because we don't have the salt, sorry. Now that we have the salt, let's take that. We're gonna hop up to our ore processing room. And let's get that going in there. All right. So while that is cooking away, let's get a fluid cell ready. And we'll do 4K, why not? Okay, so growth medium. We're gonna have that and that. And because we have more than one fluid, we're gonna get our equalization. We're gonna get our destruction. In you go. Cool. Oh. And boop. All right, so there shouldn't be anything coming in just yet. Let's go back down. Back up in here. Okay, so we have the salt in there. Oh, we're missing the mutagen. Right. Okay, so regulator. And import. Oh, I guess we will need a filter for this. Mute gen. And I think that's 4 buckets, but if not, we'll fix it. Keep exact, import, good. Should probably just grab a whole handful of these. Mutagen. In you go. Import. Oh, we might need to do... Okay, so maybe it is more. There we go. All right, so that's going to be a minute. And then we'll get our first bucket of raw growth medium. Now, because I have effectively one more spot, I can put a... Oh, I'm going to need the heater in here anyway. Okay, so let's see. Do I have a heater? I do. Let's get that crafted up. While we wait for that to cook, let's look at our quest book for a bit and see where we're at. All right, so we're getting over here. And I may as well get a bucket of bacterial sludge. Let's see. Can I grab a bucket? Bacterial sludge. There's that. Okay. Next, there is the mutagen. Do we just have a bucket in there already? We do. Cool. And now for the sterilized medium, so we need the finished product there. Okay. Do we have our heater yet? We do. Nice. All right, so because we're not going to really... Wait, do we even need the raw for anything else? Oh, good lord. Fibrinogenic skulk goo. Skulk saturated microstructure pulp. Animated bioalloy pulp. Something tells me we're going to need growth medium. Okay, so let's eject it then. Cool. And then what I'll do is we'll control this to only work while we have a certain amount of the raw growth medium. All right. So let's see. Boop and boop. And boop. So raw growth medium. And let's see. We want this to turn off when we're above a certain amount of sterile. Actually, no, we want it to turn off when we're below a certain amount of raw. So emit when those are below. Yeah, that should work, I think. If not, we'll adjust it as needed. Okay, so in here, the raw growth medium is going to do 100, 100, so it's going to be a bucket to bucket, really. We're going to give it a filter. Shoot. Did I make a crowbar? No. Okay, so in you go. Raw growth. Bada boop. Import. Keep exact. Boop. Okay. And I know I have some faces somewhere. I put them. Or did I run out? Did I really run out that quick? All right, whatever. Sure, fine. We're good. Raw growth medium. Oh, and that would help. Now for you. Oh, it's because we're not that amount of growth medium. So let's just drop this for a bit. Emit when levels are below. Emit when levels are below. Yeah. Now then for the raw growth, we need a boop. Now that's going to take a few more minutes, I think, for that to start filling up. But ideally, we won't be needing the raw growth medium right away. So we'll have time to buffer fill. Now, is it not even making raw growth medium right now? Oh, it is. It's a minute per bucket. Oh, actually, it's 15 seconds a bucket. Yeah, so there we go. There's our sterilized growth medium. So let's spit this one. Let's spit this out, and I need to grab my stupid face. There we go. And bada boopy. Hey, here we go. Cool. So we should have sterilized growth medium. So let's pop up. We'll grab that and go ahead and put you back in the system. Okay, so we have that. Have that. And we have that. What else is done? Progression. Oh yeah, we still don't have these unlocked. It's weird. Okay. I should probably get that exchanging gadget out of my hand. Right. Next, I think that means we can get into wetware circuit boards. We are going to need to get into stem cells. Each craft in an LUV chemical reactor takes 5 minutes, so it's probably a good idea to have more than one machine running this recipe. At least you've got a guaranteed 64. I see. Okay, so we're gonna need another chemical reactor. And ooh, there's a consumption chance on that. Oh yeah, we're gonna need dragon eggs first. That's kind of huge. But it looks like that. Wait, the neuroprocessing unit. I see. So we're gonna have to send out 7s, I believe. Or is dragon egg? Does it come from any other machine or ship? There's a 6. All right, so the 6 does. Ooh, we need that too, which means we gotta send off that. So there's the T8 and the yeah. Okay, so it's 6 or 8. So then we'll have to get the Dragon Den data going. And hey, look at that, Dragon Breath. We'll also need to get a fix. Wait, I don't know if we have a damaged fixer for this, but we'll find out. Anyway, start off, we're gonna get into the wetware circuit board. Let's see. So we're gonna need, oh right, Kapton K. Oh boy. All right, let's get into this. Kapton K. Now does it start off in liquid form? It do. All right, so let's look at it this way. Boop. Oh, sweet jeebus. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Okay. And I don't think that we need to worry about that. The liquid during. Oh, my sweet jeebus. This is going to be a thing in it. Dimethylbenzene and chloromethane. I don't know if we have those or not. Oxid... I don't know. Excuse me? Oh. Oh my god. Oh, the fun never ends. Oh. Don't need to worry about that. Don't need to worry about that. Probably don't need to worry about that. Don't need to worry about that. Don't need to worry about that. Wait, why are you? No! Don't need to worry about that, I don't think. Oh my lord. We are gonna need so much crap. And that liquid Kapton K makes an ingot. But to go back to why we need Kapton K, we need it for the sheets. And the sheets, yeah, it's 9 sheets. Wait, no, 16 sheets. I don't know where I got 9. Yeah, it's a lot. Well, no time like the present, I guess. Let's get started on this. But first, I gotta take care of something. Radio. This is what I'm thinking. For Kapton K, we are going to dedicate a whole ass room to making it. We're going to have LCRs up the wazoo. What I'm also going to try and do is have passive crafting of everything in the chain. I could probably do an on-demand craft, and that does sound appealing, actually. So the machines will be on a subnetwork, and I'll be exposing the most basic fluids to the subnetwork, and theoretically, I should be able to have auto crafting. So that being said, I'm going to have crafting nodes, like the CPU and the co-processing units on the subnetwork. I might have to have some IV machines as well, maybe one or two. I just know because I'm going to need an extractor for the during. But that being said, I'm going to go find a section of the base where we're going to dig out a room, and probably in here, I think. Yeah, this could be a good spot. I think, let's see. I need to dig this way. That would be the wall barrier. And if that go one more block in, yeah. So what we'll do then probably is fill up this wall here, and I'll clean that up. But what I'm going to be doing for the next like 20 or so minutes is clearing out this room, and I'll probably get the destruction gadget. And then we'll get to setting up the Kapton K room. All right? See you shortly. Alrighty. It has been a few minutes. Oh, and I didn't mean to come down here so soon, but oh well. Right, so yeah, I dug out a room opposite of the ore room. And it's lit up, nothing in here so far. But if we come down here, we have this little setup. So we have our little sub-network situation going on, where we are going to expose certain fluids. And I might have to upgrade these interfaces later. I don't know if I'm going to need more than 8 spots. But I believe that is what the oversized, or whatever the heck it's called, interface is for. Although there is also actually there's the extended interface that we could probably use. I don't think we need the oversized one. Anyway, this is going to expose certain fluids to our subnetwork, and then we'll be able to see all the fluids on this network. Which reminds me, we're probably going to want to get some drives. I probably won't, well, let's just go for 2. And let's get a whole mess of fluid cell storage. All right, so we're gonna have our LCRs. I'll probably split them up evenly, so 5 on this side, 5 on that side. Or, that's the thing though, because I might need some single block machines. So maybe I'll keep them all on the left side, for example, the multi-blocks on the left and single stuff on the right. Right? So there's our drive bays. And I could probably put these right here. I think that's a good symmetrical situation. We have IO. Is it IO port? There we go. IO port. We're gonna want this, and we're probably gonna want to get some accelerators. And yeah, let me get. Let's plug it in my phone here. Got a charge action. Okay. There is the accelerations. How many can go into the IO port? 3, it looks like. So let's put 1 away. Why are you stuck? Why are you having problems? What the hell's going on? All right, you're working. And you're not working. Why? IO. Oh, IO? Excuse me? Me IO port. Me IO. Scusi? Second here. Show all pattern providers. Right, something with the assembler is jammed. Where is the IO port? Oh, MEIO port. There you are. So why are you having a fit here? Okay, let's try this again. Okay, what the hell is going on here? It's heat vent. Where's the IO port? Did they seriously change the pattern on me? Or am I just dumb? There we go. Okay. And let me guess, that's in the... Okay, no, that needs to be there. Cool. Okay. All right, after that stupid nonsense, let's go back up. Back up to the tab here. Okay. So I want to get a lot... Okay, what the hell? Did I just phase it? Oh, we needed the IO port. Never mind. I am just derping like crazy. Okay, so that's there. And... you. Need you. Okay. And we'll put you there. Okay, so that's just easier access and all that. Oh, and you know, while I'm here, I may as well get terminals. Yeah. Right. So let me do this. I don't want to spend too much time building. I want to get things done. I'm going to go grab those LCRs. I'm going to set them all up in here and we'll go from there. Radio. So I did some more building and let's get over here. So we have this big old wall of LCRs. I kind of just planned for the future here and made them all. I made that many, and I'm hoping I'm gonna have to get these cables up here connected to down here. But I'm hoping that the way I set this up will work. So I have the input buses here. I have the output bus to share between two machines here. I have the input and output fluid hatches on top, and the energy is obviously underneath, right? And over here, we're gonna have like, say, I guess we'll put it here. And we have our tower of power, and then we'll have single block machines going on there. So if I go down here, I think I put away all my cryo conduits. Gonna need another stack of cryo conduits. Oh, yeah, those cook up real fast thanks to my stash of cryobus. And boop. And let's get another 120. I should probably put the conduits in the auto stock system. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna have you like so. And I guess we'll do like this. Yeah. Now because of the system here, we're gonna connect out this way. And let's get rid of that. Let's get Squizzy. There we go. So we're gonna have that go up in here. And that won't really do anything, but it'll allow me to be, I guess, tidy, I suppose. But the real thing is we're gonna have the, you know, the flux cables come down like this. Oops. That's probably overkill right now, but you know, I'm just trying to get the point across. Okay, so I had to go and find out where all of our rock salt was going. Turns out we really didn't need to be making too much of the potassium pyrosulfate. We've got nearly 400,000 of it, and that was coming from bisulfate, which was coming from rock salt. Why do we need rock salt, you ask? Well, if I can find the recipe, we're going to need to make potassium hydroxide. Now, I don't know if I'm making this elsewhere, but the potassium hydroxide is going to be needed to make potassium carbonate, I think. And the potassium carbonate, along with these crazy ass fluids, will make our oxidylene sludge. I cannot say that word. And from there, we make our liquid 4x4. And that will be one part of the Kapton K. Then we have this whole nonsense, and again, that's going to be, let's see, liquid durine, and we got to melt that, and then we're going to need chloromethane. But you know, I think we have these fluids. So chloromethane and dimethylbenzene. So chloromethane? Chloromethane? Okay, we don't have chloromethane, but we have methane, we have chlorine, I imagine. Yes, okay, we're good on that. And what was the dimethyl something or another? I think it was dimethylbenzene. Yeah, you know what? Shoot. I probably over-engineered this a bit. But we'll see how things pan out here. Okay, the other thing that I requested up was the ME requester because we're going to want to have auto stocks going on, and I might need to go down to its assembly line and get that fixed because it's stuck. But enough of that rage. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I guess connect it down like this. Now we don't necessarily have, you know what? Let's see, conduit. We could do it like this. Okay, and you know what? Boom. So let's, yeah, get rid of that. And that should be good. And then, oh, you know what? I should probably change this up so it comes up through here, right? Boop, boop. All right. And squeeze on down. Boop. And bada boop. All right. That's all good. Lovely. Oh, and I should probably get those 1Ks out of our system. Oh, they don't stack. Boop, 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 boop. And there we go. Let's take another 4 out of here. Good. Symmetrical. Why are you blue? Oh, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Shoot. Okay, give me a second here. I got to... I think, where's it? Insert. There we go. Okay, you're not supposed to be doing that. Let me... Extract only. Okay, maybe that will fix this. All right. So that's good. Okay. So I want to get that and get that. I need to export those fluids back into the system. Okay, we shouldn't have anything in there. Good. Now I'm going to have to fix those settings on the buses and storage, although at the same time, I will be formatting those cells too. So there is that. Okay, that's good. Okay, so I can't exactly get rid of these fluids. So I'm just gonna... put it away. Okay, but that was a mess. How's that requester coming on? Okay, I think it's jammed with the data bank. I swear this thing is a pain in the ass. More trouble than it's worth. There we go. I don't know, maybe I should think about getting a second assembly line soon. Although that is going to be quite the craft. I mean, not that it's complicated, but just that it's going to be asking for a lot of things. You know, that tall. Okay. Not done yet. Still waiting for that. So yeah, this is going to be definitely a part 2 episode situation. Well, technically this is part 2 of growth medium. Oh, I gotta figure out some way to call it. I gotta figure out something. Oh, my brain can't words. I'll figure out something is what I'm trying to say. All right, so let's go down here, and then we are gonna put you like right here. Okay. I'll probably need to make more of these. We'll see. But this will be a good way for us to stock things on the subnetwork. And alternatively, I guess since I've already set up this whole system, I could use these LCRs for other things too. I'm just going to have to expose the system to those fluids. Right? So yeah, that is going to be an episode for today. The growth medium is good. We can now get into the wetware. Well, you know, next episode. Excuse me. We have the Petri dish, and that's going to be PBI. That's not a big deal. And sterilized growth medium. Yeah, we got quite a bit of it now. Okay. So I hope you all did enjoy this episode today. Next episode will come out soon, as it usually does. And we'll get to working, and I'll get to planning on setting up the Kapton K room / other things room as well. With that being said, if you like what you saw here, please leave a like or subscribe. Leave a comment down below. And I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ta for now.